Mesachas Yoma Daf Nun. The Gemara discusses the question that was mentioned that from Testament Beis, chatos hameisos, if the kohein gadol shechted his par and he died, maushi kohein, could the next kohein gadol use the par of the first kohein gadol or not? And then the Gemara in Daf Nun Mid Aleph asks, typically at the time when the first kohein gadol died, it should be considered chatos hameisos and chatos hameisos lemisa ozla. It's halacha mishmesina that there's 5 chatos hameisos, and chatos hameisos is a chatos hameisos, and it's lemisa ozla. The Minchas Avram asks, what's the Gemara's kasha that this should be considered chatos hameisos? Rashi and Me'ilah is mashma that they said that the chatos hameisos is lemisa ozla because since there's no bailam to mechaper and to bring the carbons, therefore it's also lemisa. So over here, although the first kohein gadol died, there'll be nisman a second kohein gadol. Second kohein gadol could bring the carbon. So why is it considered a chatos hameisos? On that, the Minchas Avram says that be'emes the Biskarov declares a very sadistic chakira in what the Geder of the halacha mishmesina chatos hameisos lemisa ozda is the pshat that without the halacha mishmesina you would know that the carbon can't be brought, because since the bailam is not here and the carbon was hufresh the kaparos, he's not around, he can't bring it. But you would think it could be roya. You could wait until it has a moment, and that's the halacha mishmesina is telling us that no, that's the lemisa ozda. What the pshat is no, that the halacha mishmesina, the chatos hameisos lemisa ozda, it's the halacha mishmesina is telling us that even if it has a way that you can mechaper and you could bring the carbon, nevertheless it's lemisa ozda, because since it has a halacha of chatos hameisos. So the Bisrov would write to the second side that even in a situation they could bring the carbon, nevertheless the halacha mishmesina is the chatos hameisos is lemisa ozda, and it brings a raya from the fact that one of the 5 chatos hameisos is vlad chatos. Vlad chatos is a chatos hameisos, and there's a madam the Gemara Menachas Daf Pei that all the meskaper b'shvach hektish, that you could be meskaper with the shvach of hektish, meskaper with the shvach of hektish. So why is it that the vlad chatos lemisa ozla? You see that even though with halacha mishmesina you'll be able to bring and be makir of vlad chatos, nevertheless the halacha mishmesina is that lemisa ozla. And the Minchas Avram brings another raya from the fact that it's mvu in the Shinu Betzes and Menachas that by oif there's no halacha of chatos hameisos, and it could be brought as a chatos. So you see, even in a situation where the carbon could be brought, since it's halacha mishmesina by a behemah, that's the misa ozla, its din is misa. So the Minchas Avram says, according to this yisod, it's beautiful that since the Geder of the halacha mishmesina, the chatos hameisos, the misa ozla is a halacha, it's the misa ozla, even in a situation where you could bring a carbon. So therefore, who din over here? When the second kohein gadol theoretically could bring the carbon of the first kohein gadol, nevertheless it's the lemisa ozla. And he says that be'emes could be, even according to Rashi and Me'ilah, that says because there's no one to miskap, it could be agrees to this yisod. He's just saying that the reason why it's considered a chatos hameisos is because there's no one that could be mechaper on the carbon. And that's why it's considered a chatos hameisos. Moving further on, I know the Shlomo and the Yad Levi now sugya that say that from our Gemara you see clearly that even though the par was already shechted, nevertheless it has halacha of chatos hameisos lemisa ozla, even though it already had a shechita. And they ask, it's tzorchian from Tosis and Zvachim Daf Kufyud Beis Amud Aleph that says that after you shechted the carbon, it doesn't have a halacha of chatos hameisos lemisa ozla, since it's already started its kapara. So the Yad Levi answers according to a yisod that he heard from Rav Meshua Soloveitchik Shlita b'shem his father, a barrel, that said that the understanding in Tosis in Zvachim that if you already shechted the carbon, there's no din of chatos hameisos. It's not a halacha in all of the chatos hameisos. Once you shechted it before the bailam died, it doesn't have halacha of chatos hameisos. Tosis is saying svar mesuyemas in regard to niskaper bailam ba'acher, that the niskaper bailam ba'acher, if there was a shechita already before it was niskab b'acher, therefore it doesn't have a halach of chatos hameisos, because it was already started. It's kapor with the shechita, so it's mesuyim in regard to niskab b'acher, but it's not a klal in all chatos hameisos. So Meilus Mirshav Heitev our sugya and Ayin Oid. The Adalevi answers the Karen Oid's kasha. They asked from Pcheiros according to the same Yisoid v'Ayin Sham. Moving further, the one on the bottom says that the power of the kohen gadol wasn't a chatos tzibur. It was a chatos hashutfim. A shutfim of all the kohenim were a shutif in the power of the kohen gadol. The Mikdash David asks that since the power of the kohen gadol is a korban hashutfim of all the kohenim, so the halacha is that a korban shutfim needs semichah from all the shutfim. So why is the halacha that only the kohen gadol is semich, yodav on the power, all the kohenim should have to be semich? I know goes Shmos Chaim in the bottom of the Mikdash David. It says be'emes in Iker Akasha the Ola Shloima says in Svachim that over here it says the cost of the only the kohen gadol is semich, and the Shmos Chaim says another teretz that's mevu in the Mikdash David in Simcha of Gimel, that the din smicha on the korban is totally in the mevia korban. The one that's bringing the korban has to be semich yodav on the korban and not the mechap of the korban. So we hear, although all the kohenim are shutfim in the kapor of the korban, but the mevia korban is the kohen gadol, and therefore only the kohen gadol makes smicha. Ayin oid in the Sefer Shiuri Hadaf Be'iyon from a Kiba Medlov Shlita, that's Meirich and the Yisoid, that is two chalakim in the korban, and Shmuel Rozovsky and Kedushin Sem Yadal is Meirich, that is a mevia korban and it's a miskap of the korban, and over here the kohen gadol is the mevia korban, and although ochav hakohenim are shutfim, they are only shutfim on the miskap of the korban, and they're not the mevia korban. So therefore only the mevia korban is mechuyev and smicha. And according to that is Miyashiv, Mikveged Solomon's kasha, that according to Tosis on the Mdalat and Aleph, that says the reason why the kohen gadol shechts the power of kohen gadol is because he's a din bailam on it, not because of a din zarus. That's tzarchin over here. Since all the achav hakohenim are shutfim, all of the achav hakohenim should be able to shech the korban because they're all considered bailam. But he says according to the Yisrael announcement before Heitev, the mevia korban is only the kohen gadol, and therefore only mevia korban could shech the power of the kohen gadol. Moving further on, the one base says hamakdish mesef chaimish miskapo isetmua v'toyim shloyer al shachaveroi toyves hana shaloi. Rashi says hamakdish, it means that someone was makdish a korban in order to for his friend miskaper in the chayv that was mutal on him. The Chayim point out two interesting orders from Rashi. First of all, Reb Berel is medayik. You see, Rashi says that he was mafish a korban for the chayv that's mutal al chaveros. So it seems like in Rashi you can only be mafish a korban the chaveroi only on a chiv that was rami on chaveroi. But if it wasn't a chiv that's rami on chaveroi, it's not shaykh to be mafish a korban the chaveroi. And that means the Biskrov al Torah because is not mashma like that. Another order that Chayim asks, that Rashi in Zvachim says that it's talking about the Chaveru was mechayiv himself a korban. Nevertheless, you could be made bring a korban to pater his chiv. And the Chayim asks, it's Tzarachin on the Nigontiv and Simon Pei Zayin that says if somebody was made a neder to give money for tzedakah, somebody else can't give tzedakah for him. If he's mezaka the money for the menadiv, so it became his money, so it's good. But if he wasn't mezaka the money for him, he just gave the money on his behalf, there's no way that that's going to make this nesina ki'ilu. The noider made this nesina, so if he doesn't pater the chiva chaveru and the choynim einish mu'eschayim, they asked that Tzorachin from Rashi and Zvachim, it says clearly that you could bring a korban for a chiv that your friend was mischayiv himself with Tzorachin.